Nothing in this place looks the same from days gone by, but it's like I've never been away. That same old sky, expecting you to walk in like you do and laugh with me. All the dreams we built together here, just history. I was sure I saw your face.
Alright, it's 9 o'clock, so I'm going to start my build here. My rares are pretty bad. I have Redain, which is fine. I have Rally the Ranks, which is probably pretty bad. I have Vorinclex, which is good. I have 2 of the flip lands, which is really unfortunate. And I have this land, which is also pretty unfortunate. Looking at my pool, my white is pretty shallow. Shepherd and or Redain are both splashable. It would be difficult to build a solid aggressive deck with this. And my red is incredibly shallow. I have like Tormentor's Helm, Cavalry, Run Amok, which are all fine. Demon Bolt, which is great, and Dwarven Reinforcements. And then I have 5 unplayable red cards. So an aggressive build is probably out. I do, however, have a Rootless U and both Lindworm and Vorinclex, which makes me want to play some green. And then I also have Avalanche Collar, which makes me want to play Snowlands. My Snowlands are, I have a blue one, a black one, a blue-white one, a blue-red one, a red-green one, and a blue-green one, and a Shimmerdrip Veil. So that could be a thing. I also have a Rune Crown and a Rune of Might, but it's the only rune that I have. And there's a reasonable chance that Raven Wings mix it in here. So, and then if I could play this Great Hall of Starnheim, I might. I'm considering playing Jasperia Sentinel. My thought being that if I can play this Great Hall and this Trickster God's Heist, this is a good card to give away. So let's start with green-blue and see where that takes me. So without any splashes, it looks something like this. And this is just a pretty straightforward, like, blue-green deck. I have double Stroke and double Behold to get with Frostpire. I have 2 Shapeshifters to make this cheaper. I am not very excited by this. If I was going to splash, I have blue-white, blue-white, blue-red, black-red, green-red, and the Shimmerdrip Veil. I'd play Shimmerdrip Veil. I also have to play more Snowlands to play this Avalanche Collar. So all the blue ones would make it in. What does Shepherd dig up? Shepherd can dig up my Avalanche Collar or Rune of Might. So that might be splashable, and Redain might be splashable. Snow Island gets in. Oh, I also have Binding the Old Gods, which I really want to play. I don't have much fixing for black, do I? Do I have a Snow Swamp?
No. 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 No.
Sorry, my little one ran in there for a minute. So if we played one Snow Swamp to dig out with Horizon Seeker, this is a green Snowland. So, do I want to play Trickster God's Heist? I have a Glittering Frost to trade off, which is pretty good. I can trade off Binding if... Well, I can just trade off Binding, that would be fine. Those are the only good non-creature trades I have. Right now I'm still just green, blue, splash, black. I do want to splash white a little. I don't know how good this card is on the splash. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Snowlands. Whoops. Let's just do this for the moment. 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I probably don't want to splash white, it's probably not strong enough to splash like Shepherd. But I can still play this because it's a blue Snowland. Skull Raid could come in on the sideboard, but I don't think I want to main deck it on the splash. I can't really play this Great Hall. Probably can't play Skemfall Elder Hall either. Maybe I can because of this Glittering Frost. I'll put it in the pile for the moment. Tirate Sanctum. I have one legendary creature, so that's not worth playing. I don't think I want this Rune Crown. It can dig out Rune of Might, but I don't know if that's good enough. So I'm basically green-blue splashing one black card, so I probably don't need this Desperia Sentinel. So if I move this into the 5s, let's move these into 4. I don't know how much I need this Glittering Frost. I do have some big spells to cast, so maybe it's worth it. I also have these Beholds. Without it, I have 1, 2, 3 black sources. So it's 13, 14, 14 creatures. I don't think I want to play Run Ashore. Carfell Harbinger is actually not terrible, but I don't think that's where I want to be. I guess I don't really want this Trickster God's Heist because I'm cutting the Jasperia Sentinels. I could play another Not Vulgar Recluse. Gets a lot better with Raven Wings, I suppose. This is 17 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13, 14. This is 18 lands. I think I do want to play 18 lands with the Double Behold, the Avalanche Caller, and some expensive spells. And this Horizon Seeker, which is apparently bugged. There we go. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe the Rune of Might? It's solid on the amulet. It's not really what I'm doing, so maybe I can cut that. It's really good on Raven Wings. Okay, I'm gonna save this because there's something weird going on with the screen. There we go. So how do I win? I win with flyers, either Augury Ravens or Raven Wings on something. And Vorinclex is good. It could be better in other decks because I don't really deal with counters, but it's okay. And it's something I can dig out with Rootless U. And then I can win on card advantage, I guess. And I have Disdainful Strokes for the really nasty spells. Yeah, it could be a thing. I'm not sure if I want to play the 18 lands or not. See what my sources look like. Hey, Dor. Welcome to the stream. You're just catching me at the end of deck building here. My rares are abysmal, but my fixing is really good. So right now I'm on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources. 9 if you count the Seeker. I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 green sources. And 1, 2, 3 black sources. Yep, Phyrexian. I got this treatment for the Arena Open, so what I opened was Vorinclex. This is Phantom though, so I don't get to keep any of these cards. I don't think I like this Skemfar Elder Hall. It's almost impossible for me to activate. This should go with the 5s. These can go in the 4s. This is 15 creatures. I'm just deciding on if I want to play an 18th land or not. What's my removal look like? I have Raven Form, I have Binding, and I have 2 Disdainful Strokes. For artifacts and enchantments, I have this Masked Vandal. And that's it. And my main win conditions are basically my expensive cards plus Avalanche Caller. And I might, against a slow start, I might be able to sneak in some damage with like a Recluse. I've got these Augury Ravens to get me there too. And Raven Wings. So I think the deck is this. Let me see if I think there's any other builds. How much red do I have? 1, 2, 3 without playing any mountains? Is that enough to play this Demon Bolt? Probably not. If I was playing this Glittering Frost, 4 is probably enough for the Demon Bolt, but I don't know that I want to play this Glittering Frost. Alright, I'm taking a screenshot of this. And then let's see. I don't think I have a red-white aggressive deck, but let's see. Or a white something aggressive deck. I might. White something. Do I have any gold cards that push me in a direction? Not really. I'm just short. I don't think I want to be playing these Scorn Effigies if I can avoid it. I guess this could be like a top-end finisher. Rally the Ranks doesn't seem especially good. 2 elves. Where's my other elf? That one. I guess it'd be something like this. So, like, against a deck that just is full of bombs that I can't beat in a long game, maybe I sideboard into this. Because this is like a 10-7 deck. Short of playable. Turgid Shadow's probably bad, but I guess this would be the quote aggressive deck. It's not that aggressive though. Yeah, I don't see any other viable builds. All right. Should we change the picture on the box? Let's make it this. All right. Let's get rolling. Oh, I should know what I have in my sideboard too. Skull Raid, I think, is the only card I care about in the sideboard. Maybe Harbinger as well. Okay. I have 1 snow land. I have a 3-drop. I guess I'll keep it. Thank you, Dor. If they're slow, this Raven Wings plus Recluse could get there, although with blue and white mana on the other side, that's less likely. Does that change things? I think it does. If I was hungry, I might have to go to my opponent, get some bacon. Apparently they are the Baron of it. I think I'm just fine trading for either of these. So I'm just gonna send. And I guess I'm just foretelling here, so go find my swamp. Alright, we're almost to a Vorin Klex. Sure hope this isn't a Starnheim Unleashed. Ooh, Rune of Might was kind of nice. I think I can just afford to take a hit here. Nice. You got it. That was good. I could Vorin Klex. They could have Sought coming or Disdainful Stroke. They didn't. They didn't do the thing with the Braggart, which makes me think they're planning to do something with their mana. It could just be another Behold. I think I'm going to bait with the Avalanche Caller. Play a land. They could have the +1/+3 and untap it thing. So I'm gonna remove this Braggart. And then I'm gonna send my my land. I might just equip the Raven Wings and send the Recluse. It's more damage. I could send the land and the Recluse and see if they want to trade with Vega. I kind of feel like they won't want to. If they're holding up Disdainful Stroke, they can't actually counter the Avalanche Caller with it, which is another good reason to do that. Ah, so it was saw it coming. Alright, so... I'm just gonna do this. They can trade with Vega if they want. They don't want to. I think that's good for me. It's fine with me. I can pop that off if I need to.
Don't you want my loving? Don't you want my loving? Don't you want my loving?
So I think my plan here is to Vorinclex, send for 6, hold back the Recluse. And then on the following turn, I can Raven Wings on the Vorinclex for lethal, which means my opponent has to do something. So they could still have Disdainful Stroke. Just kidding. So they could trade both their creatures for Vorinclex. That's probably a good trade for me at this point. There is some risk if I attack, I die to a removal spell. But that's okay. I'm just gonna do it. No risk, no reward, right?
Don't you want my loving? Don't you want my loving? Don't you want my loving? Don't you want my
So them thinking about this is good for me, because if they just had a removal spell, they'd just take it and I'm dead. So them having to think about this means that it was probably a good attack. If they trade, I'm okay with that. If they don't trade, I'm okay with that too. If they trade, it probably means they didn't have an answer, and so I'm good with this too. I just have to put some kind of pressure on there. And I still have this Avalanche Caller with Masked Vandal to try and take me the rest of the way. And I Behold too. I will trade with Vega here. I'm just at too low a life total to just be taking hits. Doomscar Oracle is fine. Redain, okay. Okay, so Behold costs more. One, two. Put the wings on the Vandal. And pass. So if they have a removal spell, I'm just dead in 2 turns. Because they get in for 2, I go to 3. I can still block both their ground creatures. Well, that's bad. No, that's not good for me either. Stroke was not bad. It's not vigilant or anything, right? Right. So if they just do nothing, I get to behold. If they try to send, I can still make 2 4/4s. Ugh. Rats. Can't even counter it. So now I need an answer for Redain next turn. I think I have to just let that happen because I really need to cast Behold the Multiverse. And I can't do that and Disdain. Augury Raven, that helps. So 4. Okay. I still have a Disdainful Stroke, but only if they try to cast a spell post-combat. Because if they do it pre-combat, I have to spend 2 to make a blocker. If they do it pre-combat, yeah. What do I have to draw? I have a Recluse. I have another Augury Raven. I have a Ravenous Lindworm. If I stroke, I'm dead on board, because I can't make an extra blocker. There we go. Oh. No, because then I'm dead on board. So I need to hit land plus Recluse. Exactly. It's crazy how much this Redain is screwing me right now. My other option is a bluff. It's not a very good bluff. Alright. Well, that's gonna do it. It's just a little bit too far behind the whole game. But it's best of 3. So they're blue-white, pretty mid-rangey. Is the Harbinger good? Not really. The Recluses definitely are. This does nothing, right? Yeah. Do I want to splash for Trickster God's Heist? No, I still don't want that. Yeah, I think I just don't change anything. It's good to know that they have a Sot coming as well. This looks good. I think I'm good to name black on Shimmerdrift Veil. That's irritating. Land, please. Nice. So I really want a blue land, but any land is still good. That was good too. Still would like a blue land. At some point I can blow that up if I need to. So that could be Sot coming. I think I'm gonna rune the spider. It means it gets to attack this turn. Looks like it is Sot coming. Oh, that was actually quite good. Sure. Ooh, Bergstrider, there's a good one. Disdainful Stroke. A little bit late. I can still send in my Raven, though. You gonna give me something to stroke? Nope. Ugh, really didn't want to draw the other Disdainful Stroke there. Because that's one of the hits for Frostpire Arcanist. Okay, let me read how this works exactly. Prevent 1, 2 from each source to one of your things. So this, I would have to do 3 and 2. Yeah, like that. So I think I just play the Ravenous Lindworm here. And just shields down on Disdainful Stroke. They could see it coming here. If they do see it coming, though, then next turn I can Masked Vandal their shield. They didn't. And then the spiders can get in. Alright, so I think I do need to blow up the shield at this point. Are they going to see it coming? Nope. And I'm fine sending everybody. And I'm just going to hold up Disdainful Stroke here, because I think one of the ways I could lose this is to a Doomscar. Like that. Do they have Saw coming as well? They do. Bummer. Well, Frostpeak Yeti kills them in 2 attacks. Still haven't found another blue source. Braggart, sure. I like that. Let's foretell this. And make this unblockable. And send. So I'm leaving up Disdainful Stroke, but if they don't play something I can stroke, then I can Behold. Nice. Alright, so they have Doomscar. Does that change anything? I don't think it does. I could put in Skull Raid on the splash. I'm on the draw, or the... Yeah, I'm on the draw this time. The bounce spell makes me less happy with Rune of Might. So what if I cut that and play Skull Raid? And then I still have 3 black sources. If you count the Horizon Seeker. You probably want to play one more. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue sources. 6, 7, 8, 9 green sources. I guess I could cut 1 island for 1 more swamp. Alright, run that. No worries. I mean, I'm just streaming for the fun of it, right? I'm glad you're able to be productive. Well, oh, I have no blue. That swamp could have been an island. Ugh. If I hit a blue... Oh no, I cut a forest, huh? If I hit a blue, this hand's good. Really good. If they don't run me over. Nah, I'm gonna keep it. Alright, well that's a thing to do, so that's nice. It even blocks a flyer if they play one early. Ooh, there's my blue source. Can't play it yet though because I need to get my creature down. I will happily trade here. That was a good draw. So they're going to try and race me in the air. Well, I'm going to attack because I'm happy to trade if they want to. They can also just do that. So let's see what I find with this. Skull Raid, probably not good enough at this point. But Raven Wings could be. Kind of isn't though, right? Because I don't have that much time. So let's see. So I'm going to get hit for at least 7. Could be 9. So I'm on a 2-turn clock. If I take Raven Wings, I take 7, let's say it's 9, I go to 8. I equip Raven Wings to block, assuming they don't have a removal spell. I still take 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 on the next turn. Yeah, that's probably not good enough. I will go dig a land out. I guess the last snowland. And then this can be, I don't know if it matters. Green, I guess. So I probably just have to binding here. And basically hope to draw a spider, I think.
Qu'est-ce qu'on a fait de mal? Je t'aime depuis toujours.
That's not good for me. Oh, geez. I don't think I have any outs. That definitely wasn't one. So they have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on the board. Frostfire Arcanist can get me a Behold, but then I don't have enough mana to cast it. Play land. Lindworm gets me up to 8 life, that's not enough. Yeah, so I think I'm just dead. I'm on no outs. Sometimes you get beat down by flyers. Alright, make sure I don't want to make any changes here. Yeah, I still don't think I want to main deck the Skull Raid. Yeah, just keep it as is. Just draw better. Actually drew fine, I just didn't draw good enough to beat those draws. Xindi. Xindi. I'll keep it. It's not the best of hands, but it has a bunch of snow mana. It has all my colors. Has Horizon Seeker and Binding the Old Gods. Hope that's not a Sorrel Pack mate. Okay. Not leaving up Stroke here, I need to get on the board. But next turn I can play Augury Raven and leave up Stroke. If I so choose. If they do nothing, I might activate Horizon Seeker and leave up Stroke. I'd be surprised if they did nothing, though. It's a good one. So I probably need to Binding that. Okay. It's a good one. I'm just not going to dig for a land here. I want to keep up stroke for basically the rest of the game till I use it. That I can't counter, just kidding. It's very good. With 2 cards in Foretell. I'm good taking this damage, I think. I think I'm losing the long game here, so I need to just apply pressure. So I think I'm just going to play Rune of Might on this Raven. Hope that's not a bounce spell out of Foretell, that would wreck me. Balls. That was incredible for them. Once again, not going to dig out a land. I still feel like I need to leave up stroke. Probably countering that, even though it's just a 3/3 flyer. I guess it'd be a 4/4 flyer. Draw spell. It's technically a spell. Did get what I asked for. I have no creatures in my yard. Smash Vandal doesn't really do anything though, so I guess I'll hold it. I would love to see like a, what's it called? Behold the Multiverse. I think I just have to trade for Vega here. It also gives me a creature in my yard for Masked Vandal. They have another Vega. Okay. Vorinclex was good. So this forces a block. Hope they don't have a counterspell. What do they have? Is it Iron Verdict? It is Iron Verdict. So they take 3/6 here. So I think I am on Masked Vandal here. Because if they don't play a creature, they're forced to block Horizon Seeker, and then taking one puts them at lethal to another Masked Vandal. Okay. That was really good. Ugh. What I want is my my wings, whatever they're called. Waiting for my opponent to make a choice. Don't like my chances here. Ugh. Ugh. At least they can't cast that one. Alright. Wings? Please? Wings. Maybe I was supposed to block there. Since Herald has Menace, if I had blocked there, I could actually survive next turn. As it stands right now, I can't. So I literally can't survive next turn if my opponent plays correctly. So how do I encourage them to play incorrectly? I guess I play Masked Vandal, make no attacks. Oh, I can survive the turn. Because I can double block Herald, and I can block Boreal Outrider, and take 2. Mm-hmm. Wings still gets me out of this. Wings. Wings! Wings, wings, wings! Ugh. The amulet does not do it. Alright, I'm dead. Alright, so they're on basically the same deck as me, but theirs might be better. They have double Vega. That's how I lost that game, was Vega. Can I do anything about that? We'll try to board in the Demon Bolt. So what if... I don't know that I like this Masked Vandal. I saw literal 0 hits last game, right? Yeah. Once again, they're playing the bounce spell, so I don't particularly like this Rune of Might. I do like Skull Raid, so maybe I'll just make the same switch that I made last game. Or last match. I don't really have anything else to do, so let's do that. Ugh. This hand does nothing. It has all my expensive cards, and having both of these kills the Rootless U. Mulliganing seems so bad. I also don't have my black mana. I only have one Snowland. This seems a bit better. I'm going to keep 6, and I think I'm putting Vorinclex on the bottom, because I'm so far from casting it, and Rootless U can dig it out if I need. Spider's not bad. Sure. Arcanist was not what I wanted to see there. So I need to go like land. That's irritating too. I might just Giant's Amulet and equip to Recluse just so I can start getting in. Yeah. Do not like my chances here. Yuck. Land? Ugh. That was about my worst possible draw. Maybe they'll play something I can stroke. Can't stroke that. I'm also losing this race, so I have to do something and don't have anything to do. Oh, good. Alright, well, I guess this game's over. They can attack me for 9 here. Maybe I'll get lucky and they'll cast something in Disdainful Stroke, and then I'll top deck a green land. Hey, they cast something I got to Disdainful Stroke. Alright, I need to go forest, land. Step 1 complete. And I'm dead. Yeah, they have lethal on board with Avalanche Color. My draws sure haven't been panning out. I think they've been below average for this deck in general. The first match, I think my draws were fine. My opponent's draws were just better, and I didn't draw well to line up against their draws, even though that was possible in my deck. Those games, I think I drew suboptimally. I just don't feel like there's anything I can change. Black-white deck sucks, right? It's not even that fast. Yeah. Well, we're not off to a great start, but we will continue. Nope. Nope. Guess I'll keep this. Put one land on the bottom and I guess Giant's Amulet. Man, they're going to be aggressive too. So maybe I'm just on Augury Raven here because it blocks. Even though it's a little less mana efficient. That was probably wrong. I probably should have just played the Horizon Seeker. I will be taking it. Alright, so I have to leave back the Augury Raven now. Go find my black source. So the question is, do I play Masked Vandal? If I do, and they have a removal spell, it prevents 4 damage. If they have equipment, I really want to hold the Vandal. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hope they don't have exactly a removal spell here, which they very well could. But well, that's less bad. I was going to say, but the Frostpire Arcanist blocks just fine. Well, that's bad. Alright, so I have to race with this, I guess. It's a bad race. Hey, dead. So they're basically red-white. Apparently they have some sort of black splash. I definitely like my enchantment removal with the Masked Vandals. Probably don't like my Raven form very much. I think it would be overkill to try to splash Invoke the Divine. I did see 4 targets. I could play this land. And invoke the Divine. Where'd you go? Invoke. I might actually play a Scorn Effigy or 2. Disdain Full Stroke looks a lot worse. Did I even see? I saw, what, 1 spell I could counter? They probably have more, but... So I have 1, 2, 3 white sources. Alright, I put in the Jaspera Sentinel over the last Invoke. It gives me 1 more white source. And it may be able to block early. I saw 2 Immersturm Raiders. It's fine. Adios, door. I'm willing to trade this for their turn. Okay. That might actually work out pretty reasonably for me, since I'm happy to discard here. Do I just want to bash for 4? I think so. Uh-oh, I hope they don't discard a big creature. Okay, good. So they're gonna get back a 1/1. I forgot it gets a 1/1 counter. That makes it a little different. It's unfortunate. I guess it's not that unfortunate. I have Masked Vandal. I think I'm happy to trade a land or a Masked Vandal for the Fearless Pup. Another land's not exactly where I wanted to be. So 3 and 3. One, two, activate. Play a land. 1, 2. Activate. Oops. And put the wings on here. My opponent's gotten pretty flooded. Another color, huh? Ooh. Runomite's not bad. And to behold. I'm just gonna not attack. Leave up behold. You can even make a blocker and behold. Dwarven Hammer's good. I still haven't seen a single thing that I can, one thing that I can, what's it called, on Disdainful Stroke. So I'm glad I sideboarded those out. Ugh. Excuse me. Augury Raven's not bad. Arcanist is not bad either, because it digs out a Behold. But I need to answer the hammer sooner rather than later. So let's do it like this. Vorinclex. Rootless you. So if I send for 3, gain 4, and then I take 5 back, puts me at 9. They take 3, they go to 8. And then I have Lindworm plus Vorinclex. I can even send a 4/4. Alright. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Activate on this one. Send. Works for me. And Rootless you. Or, sorry, Ravenous Lindworm. They can't send the Courser unless they suicide the Story Seeker. Because I can equip the Ravenous Lindworm and make it an 8/8 flyer. Or an 8/7 flyer, I guess. This is 8 damage. With 2 mana, what could they have? It can't be Kaya's Onslaught. Oh, but I would lose the Lindworm, which I clearly don't want to do. So I'll just no blocks and kill them with Lindworm. So they are red-white aggressive. I don't really want to put Raven form back. It can answer some of the problematic equipment, but I already have a lot of ways to do that. And them having the 1/1 could actually be really bad for me. So I'll run it back. I could play this Harbinger, because it blocks, and it can help me cast some of my spells later. Maybe it's better than this Scorn Effigy. Seems good. I have all my colors. I do need to find a land. Happy to make this trade. That's a terrible card.
I remember when the bartender said it's on the house. You make me wanna fall in love. The weather felt better when we were in it together.
Alright, this is not a bad start. They don't have too much pressure on me. And I have some answers in hand for stuff. Wouldn't mind seeing them play like their 2/2 flyer or something that I want to bind in. This Avalanche Caller has gained me a lot of life. Alright, let's binding. I do need the land at some point, so... Maybe I was supposed to Yeti? No, because they can Raven Wings on the Story Seeker, I suppose. I do have an Invoke the Divine on Raven Wings later to try and do a blowout. Like an attack and then blow up Raven Wings and block. Sure. So here's the question. How much do I care about discarding a card? I actually think I'm just going to let the Vicious Return resolve. And I'm going to discard my Raven Wings. That Giant's Amulet was pretty good. So I need to leave up Invoke here. I guess I should Behold now. These are both good. But I don't think I'm going to keep the Lindworm. This is where I get my Invoke Blowout. They're not going to go for it, huh? Well, then I will be doing this. I certainly don't want that. Do I want the Masked Vandal? I don't really want Masked Vandal right now. So let's see. To leave up Invoke, I guess I'd be playing Augury Raven here. Yep. So I think I need to kill the Courser. Nice. So I have 4 8 mana. So I can Vorinclex and Mask Vandal. And then what do I attack with? Everything except the Giant, I think. I got there! I got one. Even that win didn't make me feel great, because that was a red-white deck that didn't seem especially strong, and I still only kind of just got there. Nope. I guess I can keep this, throw a Masked Vandal on the bottom. And play the Highland Forest first, see if I can draw a different land and not have to name blue with the Shimmer Drift Veil. I guess I'm just cycling this Rune of Might. What if I played Giant Amulet with the plan to Rune of Might on it? No, I'm just gonna cycle the Rune of Might. Oh, I should have put on the Snowland in case I ever turn that into a creature. My opponent is mana screwed. I'm gonna get gutsy and name black with this, because Behold the Multiverse is gonna show me a bunch more cards. I do need to get to double blue and to double green at some point. Okay, let's Behold. There's my double blue. So I get to Giant's Amulet next turn. My opponent is very mana screwed. And there's my double green. So they're red-white aggro. We'll be boarding out at least one Disdainful Stroke. Alright, let's see if I can close this game off. So we'll cut at least one stroke, and I think we'll cut the Raven form. I think I'll put in Karfell Harbinger. Maybe the Scorn Effigy. Yeah, sure. Fine. Rootless U is now going to be a bad draw. Two tap lands is good. Looks like they've switched decks. I will make this trade if I get the chance. It's a pretty bad trade for me, but I kind of have to do it. It only gets worse. Behold was actually a pretty good draw. So on their turn, I will Behold, and then on my turn, I'll cast Arcanist and dig up another Behold. And hopefully by then I've hit at least one more land, exactly one more land, and then I can play Lindworm. Maybe they haven't switched decks. Well, that was good. Giants, I definitely don't want Behold. Is Giant's Amulet good? Probably not, because at this point, I've got the ground pretty well locked up, I think. Mass Vandal was good. But first, we're gonna play an Arcanist. It's the first time I've gotten to dig anything with that. Oh, that was good. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't actually count to see if this works. 5. It does. I go to 1. Actually, gaining 4 isn't good enough when I can't put the wings over there. Well, now it's not good enough. Okay, so I saw 2 hits for artifacts and enchantments. Does that make Invoke worth it? Probably not. Ugh. I think I'm keeping, but I'm very unhappy about it, and I could easily get run over. That wasn't terrible. I'm going to do this because I want to guarantee binding on turn 4. Ooh. I hope the double spell doesn't happen this turn, because I get to Binding that on my next turn. Uh-oh. Rough. So I probably can't just Binding here. I think what I'm doing instead is Raven and Masked Vandal. So now I have blockers. If they double spell here, it may be too late for killing Clarion Spirit to matter. Oh, they didn't double spell. That is surprising. I have to just get this down here. And I guess I'm killing Clarion Spirit. I have to let Fearless Pup in. Alright, if they don't have a removal spell, I like my chances. I think I'm still going to send the Raven Because even if they have a single removal spell, I can still block the Fearless Liberator. So I'm giving up... I'm trading 2 for 3, basically. I do have the removal spell. Room was pretty good.
Was there something in my walk, how I talk, giving off the wrong energy? Was there something in my stride, too much pride, telling you to back down? Slowly, slowly, you became my enemy.
I'm gonna hold this land in case they're playing Skull Raid. Hey Mononoko, 1 and 2. I'm playing 1 rare. It's Vorinclex, but it's the only one I've got. Okay. Land was not literally what I wanted to see there. I'll just keep doing this. Yeah, 2 of my rares are flip lands, and one of them is the Tribal Anthem. I think I just make this trade. Giant Amulet was good. Just keep sending this. Ugh! I thought I was going to be able to win this game. Guess I won't. My thought here is I have the thing that makes snow lands into 4/4s. And so if I can get them low enough and top deck that, I can get there. I also have 2 Behold the Multiverse. You got it. Aw, man. Ugh. I don't have either of my beholds. Well, just play it. So I need Avalanche Color, Behold. I guess Vorinclex would do it too. Wow. That's kind of surprising. They must have a really good legendary to get. Oh, they can get out of their graveyard, can't they? Oh yeah, they can just get back. Get that back. Come on. Alright, so if I send the two big creatures, they have 4 power. They can't kill either one. They block the giant with the pup. I'm playing a land. They get the pup back to their hand. And a 1/1 flyer. They take 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I send the Masked Vandal too? I don't think 2 or 3 damage, being at 2 or 3 life makes any difference to me. Alright, I need Frostcaller right now. I'd be able to, let's see, so 2, and then 2, 3, 3. I'd only be able to make 2 4/4s. Come on. Alright, this is my last turn. I've seen 12 of my 17 lands. Two, 3, 4, 5. So, if Frostcaller is my literal only out, I think I'm better not blocking the Liberator. Because it effectively gives them another blocker because they get to recast it. Is it my only out? There's also Vorinclex, but same thing there. Yeah, I think it is, so I think I just take it. Well, I think that's going to be too late. I definitely don't want those. Okay. Is that 16, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have seen 15 of my lands. So I think I'm just now dead. That doesn't change anything. They still have a flyer. So Mass Vandal doesn't get me there. I've also played my land already. And that's gonna do it. Well, that's all she wrote. So if you're interested, here's what my pool was. So here's the deck I built. I have a lot of fixing. I'm playing 7 snowlands, but the only snow payoff I have is Avalanche Caller. I've got Vorinclex in my deck. Binding the Old God's pretty good. Devil, Behold the Multiverse. The rest of my deck is pretty suboptimal. I mean, like, Giant's Amulet's fine. I'm playing 2 Arcanists because I'm playing double Disdainful Stroke and double Behold. My rares were Rally the Ranks, Redain, but you can see all my white cards on the screen right there. I had the blue-white flip land, I had the black-red flip land, I had Tyrite Sanctum, and I had Vorinclex. So my rares were abysmal. I couldn't make an aggressive deck. I didn't have a... the closest I could get to an aggressive deck was this, which has like a bunch of 1-drops, but this is clearly a very bad deck. I never decided to sideboard into it. And, you know, I had like 3 Smashing Success, 2 Shackles of Treachery, so that ate up a bunch of common slots. I had double Jaspera Sentinel. So it was just a horrendous pool, and my luck didn't hold out. Oh well. So that's going to do it. That also means that I won't be back tomorrow, obviously, since I'm not in day 2. But I'll be back on Monday for my normal Monday stream. So hope to see you then, be at 7 p.m. And have a good rest of your weekend.